And speaking of the Lugia, you know, I remember the Shining Fate, the Shining Legends Lugia, the promo. I remember I bought a box on Amazon. It was like £75, and obviously that box once was £20 for sure. But I saw it on Amazon. I was like, that seems like a good price. So I bought 5 of them, 6 of them, opened them up. I was like, wait, I get a Shining Celebi, Shining Lugia, and then I get 8 packs. I was like, okay, right, I'll buy more. So I remember I went and bought more. I bought 30, I bought 40, and now they're with you. Well, they went to you guys to get graded, and that card now has gone from in a 10, which is hard to get, of course, because this is a promo. Gone from £200 to like a £800, £1,000 in a 10. And that's incredible, right? Like if someone and obviously I know £78 is a lot of money, and you can't just go and buy. Not everyone can go and buy 30, but if someone bought 10 of those for £700, and they can grade 10 of those potentially between £500 and £1,000, that's now 10 grand.
That's the game. And well, to be fair, best example.
That's the reality.
What's up on your Pokerun store now? The Team Rocket First Editions.
Team Rocket First Edition.
Me.
Now who's the sellout?
Yeah, now who's the sellout? But realistically, when I came over and showed you those cards, the most expensive card there was the Dark Charizard, and I bought that for £350.
Yeah,
it's now worth thousands. It's in a different ballpark, 20 times what I originally bought it for. And that was only 4 or 5 years ago. And it's not Bitcoin. But what it is a genuine way. If you buy the right cards, and I stress that, and get the right ones in the right condition, and you know what you're doing, there is a way to create a valuation add and to really create a business out of it. But you have the knowledge is key, and I would always stress that. And also, I think you have to have some sort of love for Pokemon at the end of the day, because you need the knowledge has to be there, but you also have to kind of understand the market and the cards.
Of course, yeah.
And the reason people even want to collect in the first place.
It's the
you have to understand the mentality of why someone's going to buy that card. You can't go uni for 4 years. I mean, plenty of people do. You can't go uni for 4 years hating what you do, to then go and have a job for 30 years hating the job. If you want to get into Pokemon and you want to truly invest or truly buy or truly be a part of the hobby, you have to love it. You have to love what you're doing. Otherwise, you don't understand the customer. You don't understand who you're selling to, etc. And for us to withhold that information, for me, for people like me and you guys not to speak like this, again, it's a disservice, because where are they going to learn from? You know what I'm saying? It's not a school. There's no course. They have to learn from people like us. So if I turn a blind to this, stop putting money in my titles, stop talking about the value side of Pokemon, who are they going to learn from? And if we're driven out the hobby, the Leon Harts, the SM Pratts, the Gemini, I'm not saying they are, but if all those people that Frost of the Caribou included in her video didn't exist, boy, it's dangerous.
Especially the genuine voices. So you know what I mean? We've seen what happened with the bald guy. What's his name? Oh, Collectibles Guru.
Collectible Guru.
If 80-90% of this market was him and his type of go buy this on TikTok, bang 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 bang, tens of thousands of dollars, that's a much different market and a much different conversation. So us doing this podcast and saying, yes, these cards have value. Yes, if you buy the right ones, they could go up. Yes, if you get the right condition.
Be careful,
but be careful. And this isn't investment advice. But, there is a whole market there to explore. So there is a definitive difference. That's like a double.
No,
there's a definitive difference in between.
All right,
those two advice and these sorts of podcasts. If you're listening to them, this one I can see has run for an hour and 25 minutes already. If you're actually bothering to listen to this here, most people can't be bothered. So you're learning more than the other people who are like, I can't be bothered.
We never give investing advice, but I'm about to give what my investing advice is right now. Learn. Whatever you're going to invest in, learn.
Yeah. Back
to front, top to bottom, everything about it. If you don't know it, don't do it.
Don't do what I did with Deliveroo. Did I tell you guys?
No.
So I order Deliveroo all the time, right? I'm a fatty, but I order it all the time. I can't cook. Laura works at Pokerun. I'm on my own. I order Deliveroo a lot. Recently on the app, it popped up saying we're going. The Deliveroo IPO is on its way. IPA, I'd buy that. The IPO is on its way. Invest. So I enrolled to invest. They said we'll you can apply for shares. I applied for as many as I could get. I put in I think £1,000 was the max. I was like, I put £1,000. And my thought process was I order it all the time, right? And I always have a mentality in life. If you're going to do something a lot, or you use a company a lot, invest in the company. And if you don't know anything about stocks, if you don't know anything about shares, blah blah blah, then invest in what you consume, right? So Apple, if you do that a lot, Deliveroo, perfect example. I was like, you know what? I eat it a lot. I might as well own a bit of it, right? So I applied, and they said, we'll give you a scale of how much you use the company. How much you use the company means you get more shares, blah blah blah. I put £1,000 in. They emailed me yesterday or the day before saying, congratulations, you've got so-and-so shares, which are valued at £998. So at 1,000, I got 998 of them. I thought, oh, that's because I use the service loads. Let's go. I went to Twitter, typed in Deliveroo shares to see, my other brothers and sisters out there winning, and the first thing I saw was Deliveroo's IPO disaster. A company drops like 40% in a day. It'll lose 2 billion valuation of the company. And to go on what you're saying, Tom, I have no idea. I have no idea about the value of Deliveroo. I have no idea about what they are really as a company. Their practices, I don't know. What did I do? It pops up in the app. I think the issue is that they promoted the stock in the app, to people who just want to eat food.
That's really weird for one of these kind of the tech startups of the last decade, because pretty much every single one that's gone public, as soon as their IPOs hit, it's gone up well, in most cases, like 1,000% within the first week. It's like dropped off and steadied to a normal growth rate. But Discord has been talking about going public, and have you seen like the projected growth of Discord? It's like,
well, I think Microsoft offered to buy them for 10 billion.
Microsoft offered to buy them.
I hope they
Google
don't.
offered to buy them. I think this is all kind of Discord's ploy, because they said they were going to go public. Then they had a talk with Google. They had a talk with Microsoft, and Microsoft was like the one that was got loads of publicity. I think they're doing this to raise the stakes.
Yeah,
because they don't want to do that kind of thing. They want to go public. So they're going to go public, and everyone's going to throw money at it, and it'll do the same thing. It'll go up, and then it'll fall.
I'll throw money at them. I mean, we're talking on Discord right now for this call. Thousands of other podcasts are right now being recorded on Discord. So
people don't realize how small Discord is. Like, Discord is a few hundred people as a company.
Oh, sorry, as a company. I think as user base was like no.
As a
what are you talking about?
It's it's a few hundred people, and there's only like a small team of developers.
Yeah.
For this rivals Skype, Zoom, Teams. It's better than pretty much all of them at everything. And it's like, it's funded, it's not got ads. It's literally funded by the 7 people that have Nitro.
So I have Nitro. I do really hope that they do well for themselves. I would hate to see it go to Microsoft, because in the past, Mixer was closed now. It's a failure. Skype is dreadful. I mean, everyone moved from Discord. Discord kills Skype. And if they sell to Microsoft, now I have to have a ringtone called boom boom boom. I can't do it anymore. What you say, Tom?
Microsoft was the winner so bad. MSN. Do you remember MSN? MSN smashed it, and then what happened? Like, everyone used MSN. They could have just done everything through that, and then they lost. Makes me sad.
So the moral of that story is, invest in what you know. And if you want to get to the top of the Pokemon game, it honestly isn't hard if you just research the cards. The amount of people going around buying the wrong sort of card, or buying cards for this reason, which is fine. If you want a card, buy a card. But it's not hard, honestly, to go and buy the cards that you'll win on if you're looking purely for an investment and purely for a collection purpose. I mean, Japan is huge right now. Go and buy Japanese cards. Honestly, that's one tip I'll give you. Buy Japanese cards.
You can literally see all the apps and stuff where you can invest £1, invest £10. It's not very exciting looking at it in a portfolio, but you can literally buy a raw card for £1 and build it on from there. So I don't know. I think the market overall is going to be big. Deliveroo was an interesting one. The only reason why do you know the reason why it fell so much?
I think now I've looked into it, which, by the way, you should do before you invest. Is I think the way the treatment of their actual drivers is bad. They pay them very, very little. Which, I mean, maybe now I'll stop using. Maybe now I've invested, I'll stop using Deliveroo, which I do. And I think Amazon were involved. I think Amazon were involved with DistroKid. Were involved with Deliveroo, and I think they pulled out. Or they distance themselves. So
Uber, you know how recently they're going to have to pay minimum wage and do holidays. So they're all worried that the government are now going to require that of Deliveroo and other Uber Eats, all of those such services. But on top of that, all of the big investment banks pulled out of investing in Deliveroo.
Yeah.
So that's why they were advertising to your app.
That's literally why. Yeah, they because they had to select as many people as possible, like me, which I think is the work.
Have you seen that YouTube ad that goes, "Money doesn't grow on trees; it grows in Amazon"? And it's it's literally you always get those ones. Do you want to earn £6,000 per month? That the amount of ads every time I go on YouTube now. I'm pretty sure it's because you just watch like the Telegraph videos and stuff all the time.
The Telegraph. I watched
Financial Times.
CNBC's got good documentaries on business. It talks about business trends.
But literally every YouTube ad I get now is,
Do you want to earn £1 million per day?
it's like,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to work for Avon.
Well, yeah.
Thanks.
But then, yeah. I mean, but then again, like, you know, Deliveroo, I use it every day. So I was like, you know what, man, take a punt. I use it a lot. So that's my reasoning, which is not the right reason at all. But and that's why they put it in the app, because to give it to fatties like me. But you know, see where it's going. I'm not selling it. I'll see where it goes.
We can't have Deliveroo here, or else we definitely would fit that investment as well. Let's be honest.
It'd be cold. It'd be cold.